following story is based on real events from my point of view. Due to self-incrimination and privacy, 98% of the names have been changed and pictures been blurred. I do not own the rights to these instrumentals, but I do own the rights to these pictures. Chapter 8, Beach Peace. So it's 2007, but from the last chapter I was at the end of 2007, so let me go back. Let's talk about the summer of 2007. In the summer I was all alone because half of my set I stopped dealing with, the other half was living in different states. So I went back to Lubbock, South Carolina and met up with Trey. I told Trey I'm tired of being out here in the streets, man. I need to go somewhere like the beach. Trey, being a ladies man, he was like, hell yeah, let's go to Myrtle Beach. So back then we didn't have a GPS, but we knew it was bike week, so I decided just to follow all the cars on the highway that was tricked out and cars that had boats attached to them and motorcycles, and then we ended up going to Myrtle Beach, just like that. I was mad excited because I remember how Myrtle Beach was when I was young, and I was hoping it was going to be the same as I imagined. And guess what? It was. It was tricked out cars over here, water over there, and bitches everywhere. Last time I was out here, I was like 13, but now I'm 20, so I'm definitely gonna try to holler at some girls. Usually Trey would be the one to initiate everything and holler at the girls first, but this time I was out there, I was hollering at everything, especially the exotic women. I know I was young, but I was out there still trying to holler at them. So me and Trey partied in the street all night, just taking pictures of women and just chilling on the beach, and it was one of the best times of my life. It was total peace. Unfortunately, Myrtle Beach was like 2 hours away from where we stayed at, so this was gonna be something I did once in a blue moon. So I had to find something like this where we stayed at, but there was nothing close. I did, however, found Sand Hills in Columbia, South Carolina. That was between Columbia and Elgin. Actually, it was like in Pontiac. So around this time, me and Crook used to hang with Renegade, and it was crazy because Crook was Blood, Renegade was Crip. So I'm the one that's neutral and got both of them cool with each other. Once in a while, they would go at it with each other and I got stepped in between them. But because of me, we all was cool. And then, me being in Columbia so much, everything started to expand. Crook got into some beef with this dude named Duke. So I decided, instead of them going back and forth on the internet, how about we meet up? And I got my camera, y'all could fight and we could record it. Cause back then, YouTube started getting popular and I wanted to get popular from posting fight videos. So I arranged it, but it didn't happen. I was so cool, I was able to defuse that situation without any blood being shed. And I decided to go to the northeast side of Columbia to meet up with Duke and his crew. When I met them, I got a good welcoming. And from that point on, me and Duke started chilling. Duke and his crew became the new members of the Northside Hoods, even though some of them was already affiliated with other cliques. Half of Duke family was folk, the other half was blood. So this helped me out because it was a lot of folks I wasn't cool with out there in Columbia. But now that I'm cool with Duke and his people, I got a pass pretty much. Once Duke's youngest brother Shooter started chilling with me and the folks in Columbia became cool. Shooter was young, but Shooter was wild. And to this day, I got nothing but respect for Shooter because how he handled himself. So Badass Rod was locked up again. Crook and Redline was in North Carolina, and the rest of my crew betrayed me. I was no longer fucking with them, so now Duke and his brothers became my people, and Duke was like my right-hand man. That was like my brother. We started hanging out in Sand Hills in Columbia, South Carolina, or Pontiac, wherever it's at. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And around this time, I started dealing with some racist-ass police officers. They never seen nobody with swagger like us because we was all from up north. Duke and his crew was from Philly, I'm from New York. So we used to dress like we from up north, wearing Timbs and all kind of shit, do-rags and all that. And the police didn't like that. I remember one day we was at Sand Hill and they told us it was too many of us, so we got to split into different groups. We can't walk around in one big group like that. And they ended up kicking us out of Sand Hill, and that's crazy because it's an outside open area, and we wasn't doing nothing. We wasn't being no bullies or none of that. We used to roll deep, but we never did no crazy shit. Like, we wasn't bullies. I was against that. And what's crazy, after chilling with Duke and the new Northside Hood members, they went to a party in Lubbock where the new Northside Hood members fought the old Northside Hood members. And that shit was crazy because after they fought, I continued to chill with the new Northside Hood members, and I cut the old ones off. It was Northside Hood versus Northside Hood. So now it's 2008, and we getting popular everywhere. Everybody, Lou Ross, Camden, Cassett, Columbia, everybody everywhere in that location knew who we were. We always used to ride around with white bandanas on. So one day we all posted up on the north, and I'm out there with Blood, Folks, Latin King, everything. Like, I got everybody to come together, and we shoot the video out there. And while we shoot the video, a car full of folks rode past, and they said, "Throw."
Me? Yeah, we on Faraway mobbing. Who that? That's Throat. Who is that nigga? Oh shit, son, what the fuck? Hey yo, turn that camera on.
So we all stopped, and we do our hands up, and they stopped, they do their hands up. So they started getting out the car, and they started walking towards us. So I'm like, oh shit, it's about to go down. But Shooter was like, yo, what's good with y'all? So they was like, what up? So because they knew Shooter, we was good. If it wasn't for Shooter being there, we probably would have got shot up. So around this time, while I was recruiting people from Columbia, Ra got out of jail again, and I met up with him at the Carolina Cup. While we was at the Carolina Cup, I ran into Brick and I ran into Sticks. Both of them was leaning on a truck. And then all of a sudden, this dude come around the corner like, yo, what the fuck y'all doing leaning on my truck? Fuck away from my truck. And I'm over there too, so he looking at all three of us, and I'm looking at them like, why the fuck they ain't saying nothing? As gangsters these niggas supposed to be, why they just let this man talk to them? So I looked at him, I said, yo, who the fuck you talking to? He said, you. And he said, you know who the fuck I am? I said, you know who the fuck I am? And that's when he said, I'm David Howie. And I was like, oh shit, because I heard mad stories about David. He was a crooked detective that would lock you up and plan shit on you and whip your ass at the same time. So I always try to keep my distance from him, but unfortunately this day, I met him. And he grabbed me, digged in my pocket, looked at my ID, looked at my address, and now I know where you live. And then walked away. I was like, damn. But shortly after this, I linked back up with Badass Ra, and we all went to hang out. And after chilling with Ra, I dropped him off to his grandmother's house, and that's where I met his brother Rail. At this time, Rail was fresh out of jail, so it felt good chilling with Rail and Ra, you know what I'm saying? Both my niggas home, they free, so I was like, shit, we gotta turn up since y'all both out, and y'all free. So fast forward, now it's the time where Mike get killed, and right after that, that's when I started chilling in the Met. Even though I had a gang, I still felt like it was time for me to get away from Camden and go to the Met, because if I got killed in Camden, nobody would retaliate, just like nobody retaliated for Mike. The only people that would have retaliated for Mike's death and wanted to was Renegade and D Hood, but both of them ended up going to the military around this time. Like I said, when Mike died, everybody went to his funeral crying, but nobody got revenge for him. So now it's 2008, and Ra and Rail are both out of jail. We all turned my crib in Steeplechase Apartments in Camden to our little hangout spot. Since we were all together, I decided we all should go to the beach, not just me, everybody go this time. Well, Rail was supposed to go with us, but he ended up getting locked up because he got caught inside of a stolen police car on some New Jersey Drive type shit. That nigga's wild. So I ended up going to the beach with Rod, Trey, Duke, and his brother Freak. As soon as we got to the beach, Rod ended up approaching a group of girls and started chatting with them. After speaking to them for a few minutes, Rod walked back to us and was like, yo, let's go to their room. They said we could go. So we followed the girls back to their room. They had a nice ass suite, yo. As soon as we got to their room, Rod walked to the bathroom, one of the girls, and the rest of us sat in the living room talking to our friends. After chilling with those girls for about an hour, we went back to the strip and we was hollering at all the chicks out there and getting mad phone numbers, yo. It felt good chilling at the beach with my homies and being around all these fine ass women, man. I finally got peace, got away from the streets and was chilling on the beach, living in peace. Man, I had the best time of my life out there. Well, both times, 2007 and 2008, so I wanted 2009 to be even better. So at this time, I decided that it's time to get double the amount of money I was making. So I started hustling on the side. So I met up with my homie Oven, and his brother was the plug. So after talking to his brother put me on. And then I just started making money out of nowhere. Not only was I working, but I was selling bud too. So in no time, I had an apartment and 2 chipped out Scarface cars. I had so much money back then because my rent was only $410 a month, and I had a roommate which was Fat Boy, so we was only paying $205 a month. So I had mad money. Even though I was living in Camden behind enemy lines, I was safe because I kept my gang around me. After a while, I started feeling untouchable. We carried pistols around us everywhere we went. I was living a good life, but once again, I got betrayed. One night I woke up out of my sleep and stepped outside. I seen somebody with a hoodie walking away from my car, and I noticed the driver's side window was broken. So I ran towards my car and reached under my seat to get my gun, but my gun was gone. That's when I realized that this nigga in the hoodie must have stole my gun out of my car. The nigga was walking fast in the opposite direction, so I ran in the house, grabbed a knife, and ran towards him. The guy with the hoodie saw me running towards him, so he started running. He jumped into the passenger seat of a green car that was waiting for him at the top of the hill. I yelled, "Pussy ass nigga." As I walked back to my apartments, the police pulled up and shined their lights on me. They told me they received a phone call that someone was outside chasing somebody with a knife, and I happened to fit the description. I told them, hell yeah, that was me chasing somebody with that knife. So they seen my car, my window was broken, and I told them my gun was stolen. I had to tell them that shit, because if somebody get killed with that gun, it's gonna come back on me. And I know who took my weapon, but I never told them who it was, because I was gonna get revenge myself. So I did do a police report of a stolen gun. That was the only logical thing to do at the time. It would have been logical to tell the police who did it, but fuck that. I wanted revenge and I wanted blood, so I was gonna get them myself. Police kept asking me, do I know who took my gun? I said no, but I knew who took it. I didn't need no help from the police or nobody. So I started planning my revenge, but before I could even do that, I ran to Jeff and Fishface, two of the brick homeboys at my job. As we walked past each other, they both looked at me and they started looking back with an evil look. I was already mad and in a bad mood because my window just got busted, my radio got stolen out my car, and the only gun that was registered to me that I had was the one that got stolen. As we stopped and walked past each other, I was like, yo, what's up, bitches? Jeff said, yeah, we know what time to get off, we're gonna be outside. I said, say no more. That night when I got off work, I looked around the parking lot hoping that Bricks and his boys was gonna be out there, but nobody was in sight. When I walked to my car, I noticed that I had 2 flat tires. I was shocked because that was mad cowardly, yo. A grown ass nigga's gonna slash my tires. That's some shit bitches do. They key cars and slash tires, but I had a group of grown ass niggas slash my motherfucking tires at my job. That's
they got haters. No, I had real haters. These niggas broke my window in my car, stole my pistol, stole my radio. Then a few weeks after that, these niggas came to my job and slashed my motherfucking tires. Niggas be hating. They won't do shit to me. They see me in person, will not touch me, but they'll go behind my back and fuck with my vehicle. Niggas is pussy.
See, that's what bitches do, but those niggas that was in Camden that I was beefing with, they was some bitch ass niggas, and they giving everybody in Camden a bad reputation for the bitch ass shit they was doing. At this time, I was making a lot of money, so replacing my tires was nothing. I replaced my tires, my radio, and my gun. I ended up getting new tires, a new radio with a new system. I had speakers in my trunk, and I had me multiple pistols. Even though I replaced all my shit, I was still mad because I wanted to fight, but niggas was scared to fight. So I called Duke and told him to come through with some of his boys. So once Duke and his boys arrived, I told them if they watch my car while I'm working, I'll give them money, weed, whatever they need, you know what I'm saying? So we had an agreement. They agreed to do it. So when I was at work working, Duke and all those niggas was walking around, chilling by my car, making a big scene, and you know, my job started noticing that and they started getting mad. But because I had them at my job guarding my shit never got touched. Never again. When I got off work, I told Duke and his homies, let's ride 2 cars deep through Kirkwood and see if we see those bitch ass niggas outside. So we rode 2 cars deep. We rode around for hours, but I never ran into none of my enemies.
Yo, you see I'm recording bitches back to back till I pull up. Like a fuller. Hey. They gonna give me the wrong fucking order, man. Fuck KFC, I'm going to churches, nigga. Fuck out of here, yo. Fuck that. Do my order, man.
In the year 2000 was the first time I went to the beach. I was 13 years old at Bike Week. I couldn't holler at nothing cause I was mad young, but seeing all the women had my little ass sprung. I told myself when I get older, I will come back. And in 2007, that's when I jumped back. I was 20 years old, I was young as shit, hollering at all the exotic chicks. And in 2008, I was back on the scene with me and Malik go way back, like his hairline. I was at the beach getting more pussies than tampons, and Raheem was bagging all the bitches cause he was buff. He followed them to the room, then he hit us up. They let us up, let us drink, and let us fuck. We was at the beach for an hour already busting nuts.
Word. Fuller. Word, man. Let's see what you get busy with.
stop talking about what happened out here. You know what I'm saying? Niggas try to catch J. Crew slipping. Fuck out of here, yo. One more time, son. One more time. One more time, man. Alright. Yo, I was doing good. I was on the right path. I changed my life, but now I'm going crazy. I'm back to the street life. Yo, I was chilling, just feeling right. Went outside, I was like, I'm gonna call it a night. Then I see this nigga walking real fast. Walked up to my whip, all I see was broken glass. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck is going on? He's under the seat to get my gun was fucking gone. Then this nigga ran straight to the car. I'm like, nigga, you fucked up because I know the fuck you are. Nigga turned his back on me like a porcupine. When I find you, nigga, I'ma kill you and take back what's mine, nigga. Your enemies are gonna worry about what they gotta do, because when I get to you, homeboy, you know he fucking do. I was doing good, nigga, I was feeling right. But let me ask you a question, stealing from me worth losing your fucking life, dead motherfucker. Nigga fucked up, you dead, nigga, you know what the fuck you nigga. Fucking dead.